Did you know that nearly 30% of children in the US show signs of entitlement and a lack of gratitude by the age of 8? This might sound surprising, but it's a growing concern for many parents today. The truth is, we live in a world where instant gratification is the norm, and kids are exposed to an endless stream of advertisements pushing them to want more. But here's the thing, raising a child who feels entitled and spoiled doesn't just hurt their future, it also affects their relationships, work ethic, and overall happiness. In this video, we're going to dive into how you can avoid raising a spoiled child. We'll explore 6 unique strategies that go beyond the usual advice. From setting healthy boundaries to teaching the value of hard work, these simple but powerful tips will help your child grow into a grateful, responsible adult. Stick around, because we've got surprising facts and easy-to-follow advice coming your way. Let's make sure your child doesn't become another statistic. Chapter 1. Tough love. The secret ingredient to raising resilient kids. Tough love doesn't mean being unkind, it means being firm and consistent. Kids need boundaries, and it's essential to show them that actions have consequences. Research from the American Academy of Pediatrics highlights that children with consistent discipline are more likely to have high self-esteem and strong problem-solving skills. Setting rules and sticking to them creates a sense of security and structure. It teaches kids that their choices matter. Just like adults, kids need challenges to grow. When you're firm but fair, you're not hurting their feelings, you're teaching them the power of responsibility. For example, if a child refuses to clean up their toys, the consequence might be losing screen time for the day. But be sure to explain why this happens. We clean up so the house stays nice, and if we don't, we lose privileges. This consistency shows them that good behavior has rewards, and poor choices have consequences. Chapter 2. From handouts to hustlers. Teaching kids the value of effort. A key way to avoid spoiling is to teach kids that nothing in life is handed to them. According to a study from the University of California, kids who are allowed to work for their rewards are better at managing frustration and are less likely to develop a sense of entitlement. Instead of giving in to every request for toys or treats, offer opportunities to earn them through small tasks or goals. This might look like a chore chart, where they can earn points or tokens that can be traded for a fun experience or a desired item. It's not about depriving them, it's about creating a healthy work ethic. The famous quote by Jim Rohn, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day," rings true here. Your child's success, whether it's academic, personal, or social, is built on small actions and consistent effort. Chapter 3. Beyond no. Crafting positive alternatives to spoiling. Saying no is necessary, but how you say it can make all the difference. Saying no in a calm and respectful manner teaches kids how to handle disappointment. However, if you're always just shutting them down without offering alternatives, they might feel frustrated or rebellious. Instead, reframe your response by suggesting alternatives. If your child wants a toy, instead of immediately saying no, offer a choice. "We can't buy that toy today, but how about we go play outside?" One study by the Harvard Graduate School of Education showed that children who were given alternatives when faced with no were better at regulating their emotions. This approach also promotes problem solving and keeps kids from feeling helpless. It's all about teaching them to manage their wants and expectations without having everything handed to them. If you're finding these tips helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You won't want to miss out on more practical strategies to raise resilient kids. Chapter 4. The Gratitude Game. Raising thankful kids in a me world. In a world that often promotes instant gratification, teaching gratitude is more important than ever. Research from the University of California found that children who regularly practice gratitude are more likely to be kind, have strong friendships, and perform better academically. So how do we instill gratitude in our kids? Start small. Ask your child to name one thing they're thankful for each day. It could be a fun activity, a favorite food, or even spending time with family. Another great strategy is a gratitude jar, where each family member writes something they're thankful for and places it in the jar. Over time, you'll build a routine of focusing on the positives, which will naturally reduce entitlement. Remember, gratitude is a muscle, it needs to be exercised daily. Chapter 5. Material versus Mindset. How experiences shape a humble heart. While material gifts are exciting, experiences create memories and lessons that last a lifetime. Studies show that kids who are exposed to experiences, such as family trips, volunteering, or learning new hobbies, develop stronger empathy and a more humble attitude. A study from the Journal of Consumer Research reveals that experiences bring more happiness than material possessions because they offer emotional connections and personal growth. Instead of buying the latest gadget, plan an outing to a museum, go on a nature hike, or volunteer together at a local charity. These experiences don't just fill a need for fun, they also teach your child the importance of community, empathy, and making the world a better place. A lesson on kindness can go a lot further than the thrill of a new toy that will eventually lose its shine. Chapter 6. Love, Limits, and Learning. Balancing freedom with responsibility. The key to raising well-rounded kids is giving them the right balance of freedom and responsibility. It's tempting to shield kids from every disappointment or failure, but those moments are what teach them resilience and problem-solving. Author and psychologist Dr. Laura Markham reminds parents, children who are overprotected or excessively indulged lack the emotional and social skills they need to function well in the world. For example, let your child make decisions about their daily routine, like picking out clothes or planning a weekend activity. But with freedom comes responsibility, so when they choose something, they need to follow through. By doing this, you're teaching them accountability while also giving them a sense of independence. If you found these strategies useful, make sure to subscribe for more tips that will help your child grow into a responsible, loving adult. Together, we can raise a generation of thankful and capable kids.